Welcome to this channel. So I'll be showing you how to install Eclipse for Mac laptops. So you'll be using Eclipse to run your Java codes. You'll be using Java in your OP course, Object-Oriented Programming course. So you need to install Eclipse. It's actually an editor, code editor. So yes, you can also install VS Code, but in this course we are preferring Eclipse. So I'll be showing you how to install Eclipse on Mac OS. So first you type Eclipse in your search, and you go to the first link you see. Make sure the link's name is www.eclipse.org. It's very important to make sure of this. Click on it, and next you click on download. You get this option where you see packages for it. Now this might sound a bit confusing. You might be wondering which one to select and download. So I'll show you why we need to. I am going to select download x86 underscore 64, but it might be different for your Mac laptop. To understand why, see, this is the architecture. Your laptop might be following an ARM architecture or x86 architecture. So my laptop is version 2017 or 18, 2018. So it is following the older version, which is x86. If you bought latest Mac laptops, it might be following ARM architecture. To know which architecture your laptop is following, it's so simple. You just need to go to about. You can see about this Mac. Yes, for every laptop you will have this option. You can select about this Mac in the Apple logo on the top left corner of your Mac. So about this Mac. So this might come to your notice. See, here I can see it is powered by Intel. So I think 1000 till to 2020 we have followed the Intel versions. I think starting from 2021, Apple has switched to AR to their own processors, so it became ARM architecture. So Intel always uses x86 architecture. So that is why you can see it's powered by Intel. So we're going to download x86 underscore 64. If it's in this option, if you can see in the graphics option, if you see a mention of M12 or M21 something like that, it's ARM architecture. So you have to download the other one, AR64. So that's how it works. Simple, right? Yes. So I'm going to press install. You might see some Korea, Republic of Cacao Cup. Yeah, it's just it's where it's being downloaded from. So you don't need to really mind about that. I'm gonna click on download. You'll see this pop up and just click on save. So after it gets downloaded, you can see that on the bottom of your screen. Click on that and this will pop up. So you can see this folder will pop up and you can see Eclipse installer here. Click on that. So I'm gonna open anyways. Are you sure you want to open it? If this is a Mac, it will pop up. Open. So you can also see this shortcut pop up here, uh, desktop shortcut. And now we have many options, but for you can try out different ones if you want. But for this object-oriented programming course, we'll be using Eclipse IDE for Java developers, the very first option. So we're gonna click on that. and then you can see this is your installation folder. You can change it if you want. And Java 17 plus virtual machine. So this is like I think the older version of it. There are many options, I think. Yes, there are many options. Install the latest one always. So here there is JRE 17, 17 version, 18 version. Click on JRE 1901. So if you have a later version than that, click on that. I'm gonna click on JRE 19, and I'm just going to go with the default installation folder, and then I'm going to click on install. So if you want, if you're jobless, you can, I mean, if you're jobless, you can go and read through all this. It's the same for everyone. uh, but I'm just gonna accept it now for now. So it is installing now. So after the installation is complete, you'll see this launch button pop up there. Just click on that, and your Eclipse IDE is being launched now. You will see this. So this is your workspace. It's where all your files will be saved, and it's the space. It's a workspace. Is a place where you'll be working on, where your files will be running on, and it will also be used to save your development artifacts. That means Java needs a set of files to function. It will all be saved here. And yes, I'll just press use this as default and do not ask again. Launch. So this is a welcome tab that will pop up when you first join. You can always choose to hide it. So this is just it'll just pop up when you start it, because to contribute and support the Eclipse community, you can or you may not, as your wish. And I'm just going to close it and going back to Java. I've chosen to hide it. So you will see this. Uh, there's nothing in here. You can just press on. I need to see the package explorer, right? So there is no project here, so it's empty. This is a package explorer is empty. So I'll start by creating a new file, a new project. So I'll just give it a simple name. Let's say project 1, and then press finish. The testing is the installation is not complete unless you do the testing. So I'm going to test project 1. After you see this icon here, project 1, we'll go into the contents of the file. See, every project has a system library and a source package. System library contains all the files necessary for the execution of all your programs. You may not be using all the files, but all the all the files in the system library, but some files will be used during execution of your program. So you need all the files and the library itself, in case if you're using uh, at least some of the files will be used during execution of program, that I can assure you. So I'll be going on to the source package. It's currently empty with just a module info.java file, which is basically just giving information about your package. So I'm going to create my first class for testing it. But before I do that, it is always good practice to create an extra package inside the source. It's a good practice, so I'm going to do that. I'll create a new package within my source, or you'll be using your default package which is source. If you are creating classes instantly, it is not good practice, so we'll be creating a new package. Project one package is already assigned. I'll just go with that auto assigned name. Finish. You can see this as a new package. So I'll create a new class. See, there are many options. You can create a class, you can create an enum, or but I'll just create a class for now. You can also create an interface, but I'll just create a class for now, but because it's the easiest way to test class. uh, this public static void main is the place where all the things are executed. It's a it's a function where all the commands are executed. So I'm just going to have the public static void main function along with the class, and I'll just type a name. I'll just type a simple name again. I'll just type simple. See, it's always good practice to type your first letter as a capital letter while you're typing the name of classes. Simple. You can have any name that you like, but I'll just go with simple and finish. See, it's a public static void main is also generated for me here, and I'll just type a simple command that we all know. System. So there are no red markings here, so it says it's perfectly fine. So if you're transitioning from Python to Java, like in Python you'll just put print statement here, but in Java you're using system.out.println. There is also printf, there is also format, but we'll be using println to print strings. So I'm just gonna go with it. So you can see this, it's the run button. I'm just gonna click on that, the run button. You can see this, clicking on that and executing it. You can see the output here. So that means your Eclipse IDE is installed successfully and it's running really well. So that's it for today's video. Hope I get to meet you soon with new videos explaining how to do much more in Java. So that's it for today, and hope you enjoy the session. Thank you. Thank you for listening to me.